Decided to make a video. It's gonna be a funny one. Oh, by the way, borrowing my brother's car for a couple weeks. Well, my black vet's in the shop. Well, at his house, which is basically the shop for me. Getting that new transmission put in. Thank God. Well, at least we're dropping this one. Getting ready to put the other one in. So he let me borrow his WS6 heads, cam, exhaust. Thing's a beast, but it's a fucking boat. I'm not used to driving a car that big. Used to be one of my favorite cars. I might be doing a review on it later on. But anyway, I've been looking online, and for the last 2 years, I've been doing research on Lamborghinis. And just learning about them because I eventually want to buy one. Of course, 05, 06 and newer, actually. And I've learned a lot about them. One of the things that drives me freaking crazy about exotic cars, like Ferrari 360, probably the other Ferraris too, and Lamborghini, especially the Gallardo, especially the one with the E-gear, is their fucking clutches suck. And it blows my fucking mind that a car that expensive, well, a car that used to be really expensive, it became a little bit more affordable, depending what you're willing to spend, has that kind of fucking issue. You'd think those Italians over there that designed such a beautiful car, or cars, would spend a little bit more time on engineering a decent transmission. The irony behind the whole thing is the guy that first started Lamborghini designed the Lamborghini, started building Lamborghini because of a beef he had with fucking Enzo Ferrari or whatever, because he had some concerns about their transmissions, quote unquote transmissions, just for the company to put out cars that have issues with fucking transmissions. I'm not saying Ferrari's any better. Those cars just fucking burst into flames for no fucking reason, spontaneously combust. And the hilarious part about the whole thing, well, they probably tend to make fun of American sports cars. You could beat the dog shit out of American sports cars. And the transmission, a lot of times, is one of the last things you got to worry about. I mean, even if it went, or you lose a clutch, it doesn't cost much to repair the shit, especially if you're doing it on your own. But in general, I still want a Lamborghini Gallardo. Just always wanted one. Loved them as a child. Two of my favorite cars ever was the Corvette. Of course, I have one. I've had 3. And the Lamborghini. It just makes you feel good inside when you see one. The feeling I get. So, I'm at the point in time where I'm starting to do the research. And eventually I'm going to purchase one. And I've looked at other options. You know, I've looked at the GTR. But that's one of those cars where I'm starting to learn that pretty soon everybody and their grandmother is going to own one. And I just hate having a car that everybody has. That's a different story, because that's more of a culture. I can't say a Nissan GTR is part of a culture. Some people want to argue that with me. Whatever, fuck you. But, in general. So, you know, you got options. You know, eventually get a better clutch. There's some aftermarket companies out there that make clutches for them that last 6 times longer. You'd think that Lamborghini would have went that route and installed a clutch that would last that long. But even their OEM clutches are garbage. So it's kind of fucked up to think that there's a clutch in that you're going to put in that car that's probably going to last 15 to 20,000 miles. And if I buy that car, I'm going to drive that son of a bitch, not park it in my fucking garage. Which is one of the cool things, is they're all-wheel drive. Technically, you can drive it in the winter. I probably wouldn't do that. Maybe here and there. You know, if the snow clears a little bit. Michigan. You can never figure out what kind of weather we're going to fucking have here. But, in any event, some things that I wanted to share with you guys, and something I'm looking into. and most likely eventually going to purchase. And oh, I wanted to add one of the main reasons why I made this video. When you're looking into buying a car like that, and you're looking through the dealerships, one thing you want to pay attention to, and something I've learned just doing research, you're going to find Lamborghinis that are a lot cheaper in many situations when you're searching around. And this is what you want to look for. See if the dealer tells you anything about clutch life. And that's how you'll know who you really want to deal with. And I've noticed that of all the ones I've researched, there's been a couple that will tell you 70% left on clutch, 40% left on clutch, 30%. And just for that honesty, it makes you think you'd rather deal with that dealership. So, in conclusion, figured that would help you guys, especially anybody that's one day looking to buy a supercar or an exotic car. But in any event, I just felt like I wanted to vlog about that shit. Being that this channel's all about muscle and fast cars. The two extremes of men and women. I'll check you guys later, and thanks for watching.